Oh, okay. All right, we're gonna get started on the last set of presentations for the day. So thank you all for tuning in. So this will be a presentation on the Oasis Explorer and the Nexus. What the heck are these things? Let's take a look. Okay, so the Oasis Explorer is a first-party block explorer because one of my teammates told me that every single good chain must have their own explorer. So we have one now. Okay, he's smiling right now in front of me, so I guess that worked. Okay, let's keep going. And this is a visual of the Explorer's, this is what it's going to look like. You'll see a mobile view on the left, so you can, check all these transactions, volumes, and number of active accounts, all these other fun things on your phone, because of course you're doing that. And the rest are desktop views, fairly straightforward. And next slide. So what is special, or what is important about the Explorer? So I would say the most important thing is that it is a first-party open source project. So the team that built the Explorer is very familiar with the layout of the Oasis network and have a lot of support from the core platform engineers in really capturing the different parts of transactions, the paratime special pieces. And earlier today during the presentation, you heard a lot about Sapphire the paratime. So the Explorer is here to support the Sapphire paratime and to allow you to see the different transactions that are going on. So we'll be able to have a better idea once you deploy those contracts on who's doing what. Of course, there is an integration with Sourceify. So in just a few minutes, we'll be able to walk through the currently deployed production version of the Explorer and take a look at what that would be. And I would say the other really interesting piece that I don't think other Explorers do is this Explorer allows you to navigate the entire Oasis blockchain stack. So for example, you may have in one account doing multiple transactions on, say, Emerald, and then Sapphire, and also on Consensus. Thanks, Mitesh. And you can search and query all this information at the same time. So it's designed to have a better navigation, similar to how you can click through different Wikipedia articles and how they're all linked to one another. So, of course, it's open source, and you can take a look at the front-end code that's being deployed at the URL and QR code on the left. And we will navigate through the URL for the currently deployed version of the Explorer, which is the QR code on the right. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, right. The other URL. My bad. Okay, so you'll see a visual representation of the Oasis ecosystem right here. So you'll see that all of these paratimes are connected to the consensus layer at the center. And today we're going to mostly focus on Sapphire, which is down here to the left. So let's just click View on Sapphire. Once we do that, we'll see this almost homepage take on Sapphire, and the most important pieces of information. So in this snapshot, we'll see different transaction numbers, active accounts, and number of active nodes. We can change our query parameters just a little bit. And, oh, this number is going up. That's a good thing. We'll see these latest transactions as we scroll down just a little bit. And you can get additional information on the different types of transactions. And what is this thing? So learning materials are a way for first-time users or really old-time users to link into the documentation and get started. So for example, this one is a breakdown introducing the Sapphire paratime. And there are additional pieces of information over here. So we have more stats, and but the most important thing, or the one that everyone is probably mostly curious about, are of course tokens. So let's take a look at that. We'll see that this table is sorted by the number of holders per token. So we know that this ERC 721 token called NF Trout, interesting name, is the most popular one with exactly 205 trouts. I can't believe I'm saying that. Over here, what is an NF Trout? So apparently it's created by this person or address. And over here. Okay. If we go back just a little bit, we'll see that it is a verified contract, which means that we can take a look at this sourceify URL and get more information about it. We have the standard sourceify piece of information about this contract, and so on. So if you're a user or if you're a developer, you can have better guarantees about the actual contract that's being deployed at a particular address. And let's say that I just wanted to search trout. I can come back here, just type in the word trout, because I don't know what I'm looking for. And we'll get these results over here. So we'll see that this was deployed, or specifically 2 smart contracts bearing this name were deployed on the mainnet. So we have the first one, which is what we were just looking at earlier. And then we see the second one, which was, I suppose, the first generation or the development version of this contract. most likely because it's not verified. And furthermore, we see more results on other networks. So we'll see that this contract was also deployed on the testnet, right over here. So like many other explorers, you will be able to navigate through and click through this address to reach the creator, for example. And you will see that this particular network is visually distinct, showing that it is testnet data, not the mainnet, unlike this one. And since we've been talking about trouts so much, the NF Trout project is one released by a close Oasis Network collaborator from the Eskrin network. Bear with me, this is a Romanian keyboard. And, sorry, project. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. There. And so if you want to learn more about autonomous computing, which is built on top of the Oasis Sapphire network, you're welcome to check this out and see why it is the #1 NFT on Sapphire. Okay, so I think that's all the time we're going to spend looking at the deployed version of Explorer. And we're now going back to the presentation.